Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition. Okay, so in the last session we had ourselves a wee stream, and in that stream we solved the mystery that was the Unseeing Eye. Godan wading on in there with his special shield and having a right old time taking care of Gauth's beholders, Unseeing Eye priests, all on his own effectively.
On my honor.
And then we finished up with a tough fight against Kangax, which we didn't anticipate being successful at, but in a strange twist we managed to do it. Anyway, here we are starting out in Waukeen's Promenade, and the plan for the session I initially thought was to head on out away back east to the Windspear Hills, where we would try to do a few odds and ends over there. However, as we were about to rush on out the city gates, gentle tugging at Godan's arm as Nera gave him a rather friendly reminder that there may be some business that we would like to wrap up whilst we're here in the city first. You know, rewards are there to be cashed in on. And of course she is quite right, because where is it now? Rayleigh Shy in the Five Flagons in the Bridge District. We returned Herr de Lice, or well, we freed him and asked him to return of his own steam. But yeah, we should return there and cash in on our reward for rescuing him. Yes, certainly. So that's what we're going to do to start things off. Slight
what is my task?
diversion, but when there are rewards to be cashed in on, we shall bloody cash in on them. Godan is quite shocked that he forgot.
On my honor. Very well.
I think it's because he's anticipating such a small reward for doing this that it had slipped his mind rather quickly. But let's see what we do get in return for rescuing Herr de Lice from the greedy mage Mekrath, who proved to be somewhat of a pushover, must be said. I think this is the right place.
Yes. Done.
It's going off memory here.
What is my task? As you ask. It shall be.
Okay. Must be backstage.
So, we meet in brighter times and better places, I see.
Okay, so here's Herr de Lice welcoming us. And yeah, we did pick the gem up from the altar. Go down asking the pertinent question, of course, how much is it worth? You have it? Good. I would give you my very soul in gratitude for its return, but the negotiations are between you and Miss Rayleigh. I suggest you speak with her. Well, then,
so
if
you return, and our dark-haired de Lice, his feathers shattered by your hands, has preceded you.
Okay, so giving us the gold as promised, and now asking for the gem. Would we get anything additional? The contract was for the gem and Herr de Lice. I'm sure it was for both. But maybe it might have slipped her mind. Do not try to barter with me, child. I shall give you more than any other might, for I have more to give and greater need. Is that enough? Child? Like a flipping tone. But Godan did bring it on himself. 300 gold? Quite paltry, to be honest. You're just about off your chair in anticipation of this here bauble wench. If you want it as I thinks you do, you'll pony up gold, and that'll be all there be to it. Good. Well said, Corgan, well said. Seems he's on the same page as Godan. Quite the duo, aren't they? 1,200 gold, then, if you be wanting numbers. 'Tis all I have. Ah, that's a bit better. Giving Corgan a hearty smile. He's obviously learning from the best when it comes to the art of negotiation. Right, here you go. Here's your petty costume jewel. Right, okay. Handing over every penny, as she says. This obviously is not quite the cordial arrangement now that Godan's greed has come to the front once again. He shall have to learn to temper that greed, I'm telling you. Be a bit more selective with it. Okay, so she's asking Herr Delise to tell us the truth about what they are about while she prepares the summoning of the conduit. What on earth does she speak of, conduit? Okay. Ooh, experience and some gold, right. My ravens, there be a tale between us that is long overdue. Forgive me if I led you to believe that yon gem was just a worthless bauble for the stage. In truth, be far more interesting. A planar jewel, a nexus between the astral and the prime material. Few of you primes would sense its presence, but Mekrath did, and so it was that I fell into his keeping. Luckily, he had not rid himself of it before your timely rescue. Yeah, okay, that's all very nice, but what is she doing? Pointing to Realis in the corner, who's now chanting and waving her arms around. A young conduit. Excuse me. To travel between planes, we birds of flight can pass through what are called young conduits, whipping snake-like tubes that writhe within the astral plane, their heads and tails clinging to different pieces of the multiverse. The planar stone acts like a charmer's pipe upon these conduits, bringing them to us that we might enter and pass through. This Realis is playing the stone as we speak, so that our company might slip through our hunter's grasp and find another stage. The play must go on, you know.
Herr Delise, everyone, gather round. The stone is ready to begin the summoning.
As the conduits open, they will bring something with them. We will do what we can to hold off whatever beasts come, the better to determine which route be safest. Godan, your presence here would be appreciated. Will you stay with us? Yes. Looks like now they need our assistance. But we don't do things for free, obviously. She seems to intimate that we have been given her last penny, which means that she doesn't have much to give here. But if she is to travel between planes, perhaps there may be more to give elsewhere. Hidden caches, perhaps, on the astral plane, maybe. We'll find out. If she says nothing is you've taken my last penny, then I'm afraid we're going to have to turn our backs and leave you to it. I mean, there is 5 of you, for goodness sake. Yeah, asking what our assistance is worth. So this is the road that you choose to take. Not that of boon companionship, but that of finance? 'Tis not what I expected, my raven. Well, then you have not been in my company long enough. This is a somewhat awkward question, child. It is inappropriate to make demands of desperate people. Nevertheless, perhaps we can come to an agreement. Well, you better speak fast, before those monsters come through. Ooh, she lied to us. She's got more money left. Sufficient. Another 1,000 coin for taking care of a few plainer monsters. Go on then. Greed has no place amongst friends. Then again, I suppose you have shown that we are not to be friends. Here's the gold. Good, good. Right, let's get this little pantomime over with. I'm tired of acting. Okay, looks like the ritual is about to begin. And a quasit. So before we start chopping down creatures, let's just take a quick look at what is this? What is this? Where is this? Might be this one actually. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, old chaps. Right, let's crack on then. We're probably going to try and not dip in too much.
No mercy for those who are in the 40s.
Boy, I'm good.
It looks like these guys aren't actually doing a great deal. They could well be relying on us just to do all the fighting, which...
By my honor, you
What is she doing?
see another day.
She's got the wrong weapon on. What does she think she is?
Be quick with it.
Die quick, fool. Weapon is faulty.
Okay, so these creatures appear to
Nature's servant.
require some enchanted ammunition. So let's switch these up. Let's try again.
Battle and victory. Yes.
What the best be paid well for this?
What is my help?
Ooh, that's a fire elemental. Okay.
On my honor.
Appear to be going up in rank. Right, we're just going to go with Dwarven Defender.
What is my task?
Right, Godan going first to get the aggravation.
Yeah, have you.
Ooh!
On my honor.
Okay.
Weapon is faulty.
Their bullets aren't working. He may require a +2 ammunition.
Ready for anything.
Let's try some magic missiles. Don't know how effective they're going to be.
Yes, it is.
Let's try +2s.
I await your need.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth.
Oh,
Yes. Consider it done.
Shadow Fiends.
What is my task? On my honor.
Oh, now they decide to want to defend themselves, right?
Vitos.
Okay, anything else?
I trust all.
Okay, so here steps through a bounty hunter. Good day, Relis. Will you permit me to stop this madness?
I trust all.
Thank you. Who are you, and what business do you have with us? Oh, just an employee of an old acquaintance of yours in Sigil. Duke, what was his name? Darkwood, yes, Duke Darkwood, that was it, wasn't it? You really oughtn't to have done that play. We were set up. We performed it under the assumption that it was a fiction. The playwright never told us otherwise. Ah yes, the infamous anonymous playwright. Now who was he anyway? We never did learn. Neither did we. He wore a mask and met with us in the alleyways. It doesn't matter. Come, my bards, it appears 'tis time to make our reckoning. Edleys? What of these others? Who are you, dwarf? Surely Realis did not hire you in the hope that you would save her. If you want these people, you will have to get through me. Who, me? Leave me out of it. I would be willing to help. do you know what? Godan has fought the creatures. Godan has... Or have we been paid the 1,000 gold yet? Oh, I don't think we've been paid the 1,000 gold yet. Which means we're probably gonna have to continue with the defense. Okay. Whilst they still owe me my reward, I'm afraid I can't let you touch these people. Fool. I don't need to involve you. Already I have the souls of these ones attuned. Let it begin! What on earth is going on? Let me just get my bearings here. We definitely didn't get the extra 1,000 gold, right, from these people? No, she said that we would get it after we'd protected them. Okay, I can't go any further. Yeah, I think that we don't have it yet.
Yes?
Which means we're going to have to step through this portal.
What is my task?
Oh dear.
I will do my best.
What can it be now?
Listen, you little maggot. I want to know how you got your collar off right now, or you'll find there are far worse things than being a slave. No, I don't care what you say. I won't be a slave anymore. Well, if that's the way you... Trail, hold. Others have come through the portal. What? Others? Ah, the primes. How foolish of you to have followed your actor friends here. Vornith, close the portal, please.
What can it be now?
Do you have any idea at all where you are, primes? Right, well, let's just first of all take a bearing of the situation here. We could potentially be ambushed by 5 enemies right now. It's not a good start, but hey-ho. Godan, not thick, you know. I'm assuming we're on another plane. Wasn't bore yesterday, you know. Oh, you are a sharp one, Prime. I'm afraid it's much, much worse than that. This place is one of the finest prisons in the plains. There is no way out of here except at the whim of the Cambion. What fools you must be to come here of your own volition. No matter. I expect you'll bring a grand prize from the Cambion as new thralls. Hunters, take him. Yeah. I think you might be getting a little bit ahead of yourself here, Buster. Godan isn't taken willy-flippy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter. These are archers. These could be... They don't have weapons. So could be spellcasters. So 2 archers, 2 potential spellcasters. He looks like he's the one, Taggart's the one that's a slave that seems to have taken off his collar. Cavern. Right, okay. How do we do this? I think
to help.
she's going to need...
Try to help anyway.
She's definitely going to need minute meteors. Especially if these things are mages.
I am ready.
She's got her +2 weapon on.
Stanza dost.
I don't think we're going to need +2 weaponry here. I think we'll go with +1 weaponry. I think should be quite sufficient here. Summons. Don't know how tough these guys are going to be. I don't think we're going to call summons just yet.
Bark your orders already.
On my honor.
He's still got Dwarven Defender stance, so I'm kind of thinking
Yes?
Godan goes this way.
Okay.
Corgan goes this way.
I am ready.
Jaheira goes that way.
Shah guides my hand.
You go that way. You're summoning. You're going that way.
What would you have me do?
You go that way. So take care of this guy first, so that we can all then switch our attentions this way. Let's see how that goes. These are going to clash into each other.
By my honor, you shall not see another
Oh,
day.
seem to have hit him quite quickly. Okay, dead. That went very well indeed.
I'm ready. You are lucky I'm here.
Okay, so let's just get Godan in for a
Be
second.
quick with it.
What is my task?
Victory shall be ours. You know this.
Take the ranged.
It is about time.
Take the ranged potential
Fear not.
spellcaster, I
I'm
think.
watching your back.
Take the ranged. So you're going there. You're going there. Everyone else is on ranged.
By my honor, you shall not see another day.
Take care of ranged.
With vengeance!
Who's this? Oh my god! A bounty hunter has just backstabbed Nera. Quadruple damage, 53 piercing damage. Jesus!
What do you want?
Pull back.
Groundling?
Piece of crap! Utter piece of crap!
Me axe be bloody ready.
That's the best you can manage?
Nature's servant awaits.
Right, Jaheira, switch to staff. Keep hitting this guy.
Jacques.
On my honor.
Gonna summon. Do we need a horror? I think we've got this under control, really.
Yes?
No, just keep hitting.
About time we got to business.
Yes, Bill.
Come on,
I am ready.
come on. Okay, he's down.
Your filthy lineage right out
I
of the
await
realm.
your need.
There we go.
Eh?
You deserve no less.
Help!
What is
Yes.
my task?
There we go. Be careful how you address us in future. Yeah? Primes. These primes just kicked your ass. Apart from one that's kind of just got backstabbed into oblivion, but apart from that, you know. Jesus. But there you go, you see. I really need to start using minor sequencer and sequencing stone skin and mirror image with Nera. Because if she'd have been stone skinned and mirrored, that would not have happened.
You wouldn't hurt a gnome, would you?
I thank you, my lord, for your timely rescue. I am afraid I did not give much thought as to what I would do after I removed my collar. It was foolish of me, I suppose, but I would rather be dead than remain enslaved to the Cambion forever. There has to be a way out of here somewhere. Yeah, what do you mean, collar? The warden keeps a large number of slaves here, prisoners that have been turned into thralls by magical collars that they wear to control them. They are next to impossible to remove. Mine had a small flaw in it, and I was able to squirm out of it not long ago, only to find that there was almost nowhere for me to go, and danger down every corridor. And yes, what is this Cambion you speak of? The Cambion? The Cambion here is the warden of this prison. I know not his true name, but he is a cruel and evil master who delights in the suffering of his thralls. He is a powerful demon as well. You may have defeated his bounty hunters, but if I were you, I would find a way out of here and avoid him entirely. Find a way out and avoid him? Well, you said there's no way out, right? How do we do that? The only sure way out of this plane of prison is through the dark magic of the Cambion himself, but I doubt he would transport anyone out of here willingly. There'd be no physical exit that I know of. The portals lead only to other rooms within the prison, and there are no doors or windows, if indeed there is even an outside to speak of here. No, the only way one can leave is through the use of magic, powerful magic that only a few might have, to attract a conduit to this dim and forsaken place. Okay, asking if he's seen any of the troop that came in here before us. Well, you are friends of the actors? Ah, then you may as well begin mourning them, my lord. They are in the warden's cells, awaiting transport to Duke Rowan's tower, I am told. The warden is directly north of here, through the hallway, but I would advise against going down that path. You will see on the floor markings that the Tenari have left with their magic, portals that transport you to the other rooms of this prison. The ones in the hallway to the north you cannot avoid, and they bring you to the barracks where the warden keeps his personal soldiers and thralls. 'Tis a most dangerous path to take. There is another way to reach the warden, a safer way perhaps, that may serve your purpose and perhaps mine as well. Might I tell you of it? Yes, go on. The warden is powerful by himself, true, but he is also protected by the many thralls under his control through the collars they wear. The passage to the east leads to the chambers of the Master of Thralls, a lesser Tenari who holds a device that I know allows him to control the collars. Destroy that device and the thralls are freed. The warden is vulnerable, and I will be able to contact my newly freed friends. Some of them are mages, who will teleport us away. As well, the portals on the floor to the east may be avoided. They lead only to other cells. I understand, and are full of naught but violent and dangerous creatures. I would not offer this chance, my lord, if I did not think you might have a chance against the warden himself. I can think of no other way for either of us to escape this place, truly. Asking why we must fight the warden and simply not be teleported away by his friends. There are many old and powerful magics in this prison, my lord. We might get away briefly, but the prison's magic would track us, and the warden would send powerful hunters very quickly. But the prison's magic dies with the warden. It is the only way. Well, he has no reason to lie to us, and it sounds like the more surefire way to get things done, so indeed we shall head east first, take out the Master of Thralls, and then take down the weakened Cambion, and hopefully rescue our actor friends, take our 1,000 coin, which hopefully we may be able to even increase that price, although I'm assuming they're bankrupt at this point. But after all this saga, we'll certainly be trying to haggle for an increased reward. But yes, then we should hopefully be magic to way to safety. Most excellent, my lord. Luck is smiling on me truly that the mere chance for true escape arrived with you through that conduit. I wish you every success. Indeed you do. Right. Well, it looks like things have just taken a rather unexpected twist. So this is Godan's greed, people. Had he not been overly concerned with bartering and trying to haggle further price for helping out, we may not end up in this situation. But as it is, what can you do? Now, loads of information here, which I think we got most of it, to be honest with you. But I'll just take a very quick look. So they have been arrested. Okay. No physical exit, but we've got to kill the Cambion. They're in the cells with the warden himself, which is to the north, but there's runes on the floor which teleport us elsewhere, so we can't go directly north, so we have to go east, take care of the Master of Thralls to release the slave's collars with a device that he holds, and that will then weaken the Cambion. Sounds reasonable. Yes. Right, our first use of our Wand of Resurrection then. How do we use that? Probably a quick slot item.
On my honor.
Resurrector nearer.
What'll it be?
Who needs to now pick up her stuff?
That's it?
Oh, that's the that's the thief stuff. Okay, here we go again. So, how many times has Nera fallen so far in this playthrough? It's becoming a regular thing, isn't it? It's becoming quite the theme. Okay, so we've got potions, got some spare bullets, spells, wands, this was a potential gift from Godan. There we go.
Yes? Yes. So quite a fair bit of loot. We'll just pop these over. Some spells as well. Very nice. Okay, and a dagger and some boots and some other stuff.
Can we lose some of this trash? I can't carry anymore.
Oh, sorry, dear. Sorry. So that's not identifiable. Chain lightning and death spell. Cloak of the Shield, +5 versus missile weapons, +1 versus melee weapons. Does anybody have room for a Cloak of the Shield? Oh, you have to activate it. I'm not a lover of things that you have to activate. Save versus death +3.
I am
Bark
ready.
your orders already.
Just bear with me, folks. Saves versus polymer. See, she has nothing. I'm going to give that to Viconia. And we'll give that to go. Oh, it's a cloak, not a flipping... I'm getting confused with Pillars of Eternity, where cloaks are a neck item. Okay, it's a cloak. He has this one, which is in the +1 to armor. I like that. We'll give this one to Corgan then. It's a bit more of a tanky type cloak, so give him the cloak of the shield. There you go, my friend. Take that, and when in need of a little bit of an extra boost, just, you know, give it a rub. Okay, so where are we? Boots. Paws of the Cheetah. Doubles movement rate. Ooh. I remember these from the first game. Yes, Godan with his little legs would appreciate running a little bit faster, especially when he wears Dwarven Defender stance. When he activates Dwarven Defender stance, these would counteract that quite nicely. Don't think it affects attack speed, just movement. But hey ho. It's nice to have a nimble tank. Good stuff. Small shield +1, that's just for selling. And defense braces AC8, that's pretty poor. Nobody's going to use these as an upgrade, so they'll be sold as well. Let's carry on looting.
Aye, be quick. Aye, I'll do as you wish.
It's always the best bit, isn't it, looting? Bit of loot, bit of plunder. Can't beat it, you know what I mean? Ooh. We'll just double check we've got... ooh, let's just double check we've got everything here. Ooh, wait a second. Oh, Corgan picked those up, that was a mistake. Two-handed sword, this... See if Nera's... oh, what's that doing over there? Arrows, give to Hexat, give those to Nera. That's a mistake. Mordekainen sword, flesh to stone. Okay, interesting. A wand that we can't identify. 200 sword +1 for selling. Give that to Corgan for later.
Leather armor +1 and elven chain. Spell casting not disabled. Sounds like it's good for a potential usable by bard blade. Oh, it's a bardic item. But it's not identifiable just yet. Right, okay. So some more stuff to sell, some stuff to identify. Godan not overly concerned with any of these to use his own ability, his own glasses just yet. That's fine. So we've got what we need then. We've got the information that we need from Tagger. We've taken care of these bounty hunters, and we now have a pathway to the north. Now these little things on the floor I'm assuming are the portals. So
On my honor.
I'm not going up that way, so instead we shall go this way, but we'll Thrall leader. There we go, quick save it. Yes, we're just coming up to the sort of 40-minute-ish mark, and this is going to have to be a little bit of a shorter session due to timing issues. But yes, we'll end it here. In the next one, we shall hopefully find our way out of this place by some form or another. And hoping above hopes that we at least get 1,000 coins. If not, a little bit more. But at the very least, we've picked up some loot to sell. So it's not all bad. Until next time. See you soon.